In the darkest, most uncharted rivers on Earth, deep inside the Amazon, there are creatures living out there that even scientists are freaked out by. From snakes heavier than a grand piano to fish with human-like teeth. This video isn't just a journey, it's a living warning. But hey, before we dive into these nightmares with fins, scales, and teeth, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Alright, let's start with the first monster, the green anaconda. This is the kind of creature that makes you rethink your life choices if you even see its shadow. This giant green beast can grow up to 29 feet, 9 meters, and weigh more than 500 pounds, 220 kilograms. Big enough that you'd think someone mistook a fire hose for a snake. But nope, it's very real, very alive, and honestly feels like something God created just to scare humans a little. Anacondas usually hide in shallow waters or thick swamp grass, completely still, like a floating tree branch, waiting for a poor, clueless victim to pass by. Then, out of nowhere, it strikes. It coils around its prey with insane power, squeezing so tightly that even air can't escape. After the animal dies, the snake calmly swallows its meal whole, sometimes an entire caiman, a capybara, and yes, even jaguars. What's scarier? It doesn't chase, it waits. Locals say the worst thing about an anaconda isn't the snake itself. It's that you never know it's there. One tiny ripple, one strange silence, then it's over. Now let's talk about a creature that's tiny but somehow more terrifying than all the rest, the candiru. If you ever visit the Amazon and think about swimming, don't, trust me. The candiru is a tiny, almost transparent fish, about the size of a pencil. And it's one of the Amazon's worst nightmares. Why? Because it doesn't hunt meat, it hunts holes. Yep, openings, in fish or in humans. It's attracted to urine in the water, and if it senses it, it will dart straight into the gills of fish, or worse, into the body of a swimmer. Once inside, it opens tiny, razor-sharp spines and locks itself in. It can only be removed surgically. For years, scientists thought this was just a legend, until real medical cases showed up. So yeah, if you ever go to the Amazon, enjoying a nice, cool swim isn't always the smartest idea. Next up, the name that makes everyone's skin crawl, piranhas. Specifically the red-bellied piranha. You've probably seen the movie scenes where they strip a cow to the bone in 10 seconds. Surprisingly, not too exaggerated. Piranhas are usually about 12 inches long, but the problem is, they don't hunt alone. Their razor-sharp teeth work like tiny steak knives perfectly lined up. One piece of meat, or even a single drop of blood, is basically the dinner bell. Now, they don't usually attack humans. But if the water is muddy, food is scarce, or someone splashes around too much, that calm river can turn into a natural blender real fast. So if you ever feel like dipping your toes in Amazonian waters, just don't. Scientists say piranhas attack in groups more from fear than hunger. But honestly, the result is the same. Now let's talk about a true sci-fi creature, the lungfish. Yes, a fish with lungs. It doesn't just breathe underwater, it can breathe air just like we do. When riverbeds dry up, it doesn't panic. It digs a hole in the mud, seals itself inside, and goes into a bizarre form of hibernation. It breathes, it waits, and it can survive for months with no food, no water, nothing. Scientists call it a living fossil. Its lifestyle and body design haven't changed for 400 million years. These fish were here before dinosaurs ever existed. And when the rains return, boom, it comes back to life and swims out like nothing happened. Now for the Amazon River dolphin, yes, the pink one. Cute, right? Not really. In a quiet village where the sky brushes the fields in hues of gold, young Mia discovered a map leading to forgotten treasures. Little did she know, her cat Whiskers had a secret. He was the guardian of the map, tasked with guiding Mia to not only the treasure, but also to her destiny. And sometimes, its behavior is disturbingly human. Scientists believe it might have advanced intelligence almost like primates. It forms complex social groups, cooperates with other animals, and sometimes, unfortunately, shows extreme and even sadistic aggression. They've been seen playing with turtles, but not in a friendly way, more like tearing them apart just for fun. So yeah, if you ever see a pink dolphin smiling at you, remember, looks can be very deceiving. Next, the pacu fish. Looks scary, right? Especially because it's a cousin of the piranha, only with one shocking twist. It has human-like teeth. When a pacu opens its mouth, it looks like a person is smiling at you from inside the river. Don't panic though, most pacus are plant eaters. They use their weird teeth to crush fruits and nuts. But yes, there are reports of pacus biting humans too. And these fish can grow huge, up to 3 feet long and around 45 pounds. They survive in muddy waters, low oxygen, and sometimes even crawl short distances on land when water levels drop. Then we get to the giant Amazon crabs and amphibious crustaceans, creatures up to 12 inches long with massive claws powerful enough to crush small prey. They crawl through mud, swim, and even walk across land between rivers at night. With their dark shells and prehistoric look, they honestly feel like mini Jurassic monsters. Not usually dangerous to humans, but seeing one in the dark is enough to give anybody chills. Now, let's talk about something much smaller but far more terrifying: parasitic worms of the Amazon. These things can enter the human body and live inside your brain, eyes, or bloodstream. They're microscopic, but their damage is massive. Some move slowly through nerves or organs for years without being noticed. Others cause blindness, seizures, and long-term nerve damage. They can enter through contaminated water, raw fish, or even insect bites. One species can actually move across a person's eyeball, fully visible. It's horrifying. Proof that in the Amazon, even the tiniest creature can be a nightmare. And honestly, that's the Amazon in a nutshell. A world that's still mostly unexplored. In just the last few decades, scientists have discovered hundreds of new species, from glowing tetras to armored catfish with suction mouths, tiny eel-like creatures with giant jaws, freshwater gobies with wing-like fins, and even transparent catfish that glow in the dark. Every expedition brings new surprises, some tiny, some huge, some dangerous, others just unbelievably weird. Most of them haven't even been documented by humans yet. That's what makes the Amazon terrifying and amazing. So what do you think? Which Amazon creature was the strangest, coolest, or most terrifying? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there.